Yeah,
All right,
I just keep
hello
it steady on
everybody.
the
Welcome
magic.
back to
Do
the
my thing, I'm
Uprooted
healing, it's
podcast.
fantastic.
Yeah, we're gonna just have
If I
some
fall,
good
rise
conversation
automatic.
about some good
You ain't
topics
on
with some
that,
good
you
people.
know. I'm the one raise myself like a tree from the roots. West side girl, cause she lit in the coast. East side girl when she speaks to the roots. Stay 100 cause she on with the truth. Been there on struggle, know that it pass. Only going up, yeah, the pain don't last. Ooh, take off. Ooh, take off. Ooh, take off. This is take off, take off, take off. Shorty like Brandy, fight like Monica. What you know about her? Baby girl rising, wet at the top. Shaking the world, don't expect her to stop. Purpose so great, she get what she got. Follow her step, cause she following God. What you need more, got a heart full of gold. Even at times when it's raining and cold. Ooh, she bout take off. Ooh, she bout.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl Hannah, aka Ruta, and you are watching the Uprooted podcast. Today is Black Women Wednesdays, and we are trying very hard today to celebrate Melat's 1 year anniversary with Shop Gonjo. But we are gonna make it work. You know why? Why? Because it is your anniversary, sis. You okay? That's what we like to hear. I went back to the old phone, so hopefully the old phone working.
You're
Sis,
good, girl.
we, we.
You're good. You're good.
Oh my God, I don't know what's going on today.
I knew it was gonna happen because it was cutting out, and I was like, I don't know if that's me, but I feel like it's about to go out.
Oh my God, I don't know. The Wi-Fi is just like today, Lamanti. It's embarrassing.
Girl, it's fine. At least you're like,
Can you
I'm
hear me?
traveling. It's not my bill. No,
Right,
but you're
right.
good. It's like super clear now. So I really think, third time is the charm. We good. We good.
I switched phones. I was like, okay, you know what?
Oh,
I don't know if it's this new phone or the old phone. I don't know, but we're just gonna do it like this. Can you hear me okay? Is it echoing at all?
no, you're good now.
Okay, perfect. So this is what we gonna everybody cross your fingers, knock on some wood because clearly Shaitan has came to my front door today. Like I don't know.
Not
I
Satan.
don't know, guys, but if you right, I swear, like he messing with me, girl. We gonna talk offline about everything else that has been happening today, because sis,
Yeah.
wild has been wild. I don't know who's coming for me, who's sent for me, but send them back. Like send
It's
them
just one of
back.
those days. It's okay.
It is. I'm about to be like a DJ and queue up songs. It's just one of them days.
I was
Okay,
definitely singing it in my head when I said it.
right? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, welcome back, y'all. Thank you for sticking with us. I don't know what's happening. It's big hater energy, but you know what? It literally happened on my anniversary too. So I'm starting to like create this theory that like they really don't want us to celebrate anniversaries, and I absolutely refuse. I refuse. So I'm like, nope, we are celebrating. I don't care what they say. And y'all, if you don't know, this is Melat for the third time. If y'all don't know, now you know. She runs Shop Gonjo, beautiful shop. And before the Instagram and the internet was hating on us, we were telling y'all our good sis started on Etsy, and she started with stickers, and some mugs, and then eventually it was cards, and then there was shirts, and then there was hats, and then there was phone cases, and then I was like, girl, just take all my money. Jesus Christ. Like, what is going on? I'm telling you, this girl does not miss. Okay, she does not miss. I remember like what I was saying before it cut out, and actually before I go too much into the recap, everybody say hello to Melat, say happy anniversary. If you in the comments in the chat, let your girl know she is on 1 year, guys.
You are
one
a
year
hype queen. Like you were going in, and I appreciate it. Thank you. I see the
you know
flowers. Thank you.
you feel me? We gotta give them because it literally was just I shot a shot, okay, in the DM, for the guys watching, they need some pointers, and I was like, your stickers are amazing. I mean, she taken. Hold on, let me correct this before they really
Right.
try to
I was
shoot their
like,
shot.
what are you trying to start for yourself, though?
Yeah, no. Don't shoot your shot at her, okay? I'm just letting them know that this is how I like to support people. Let me clarify, she's married, y'all. Okay, a whole wife. Okay, a whole wife. But I shot my shot in the DM to say your stuff is dope. It's amazing. I want to amplify whatever it is that you're doing. And I was like, I don't have a wide reach, but I have a podcast, and I'm will, you know, like, do you want to come on and promote? And you know, this sweet, beautiful lady here was like, yeah, I'll come on. And so we recorded an episode pre-war, and we were going back and forth on the thumbnail, and that was when you were just like starting to get comfortable with doing what is it called, like the like illustration,
Yeah, but I mean,
or like the,
I feel like
yeah, like the,
you're telling the story really nicely. Because when I tell you guys, like, I was like struggle busting on Etsy, like these stickers, I mean, they were doing something. But
they
like the
were
fact
so
that she just
good.
like
I still have
bought
them.
all the stickers and then she was like, do you want to come on my podcast? I'm like, girl, yes, I got all of like 20 followers. Like, sure, why not?
But I really just thought it was dope. I was like, this is great, because like this is so accessible, you know? And like we both get along on this concept of like minimalism, you know, and like just like to the point, not over the top, like, because sometimes it's overwhelming, you know? For me, I'm like, oh, like I don't know if I really want another whatever. And then especially because like I can't read and write fluently in Tigrinya, so, or in
Hmm.
any of the languages. So I'm like, how do I still represent my culture? And so I love that you had a mixture of words, because that's how the diaspora speak. We like speak both languages, you know, or multiple languages, and we mix it up all the time. So like I was just like, this girl's a genius, okay? Like she's
Well,
doing
I'm just like, if
something
you're like me, you only know like the cuss words, right? And like
right.
just like the funny words because you're like making fun of your parents. I mean, not making fun of them, appreciating them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Mm-hmm.
like that's what I got. But yeah, I mean, I appreciated you supporting that. And I am like really happy
Oh,
to see
not that
that
it's
in the
cutting
one
out.
year. Oh, is it cutting out with me?
You're back. Okay, we're just gonna
Okay.
cross our fingers.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yes. But it was just so amazing. I was just like, I don't know. That's just who I am. If I see it and I like it, I'm gonna let you know.
I
It has to
appreciate you.
happen.
That's why you're gonna be successful. I can see it. I mean, you already are, but you know what I mean.
Thank you. No, no, I listen, I understand. It was too good. And then I just remember the first week of the war, I was doing some lives, and you texted me, and you were just like, I at that point I didn't know like any who was who, right? I was just like, bro, there's a war happening, like what's going on? And I just remember you texting me, and you were like however I can support, or I love what you're doing. I don't remember the exact message, but I was just like, oh yes, this girl. Like, you know, and and then you found a way to like get involved and like start making merch and donating the proceeds right away. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. Like I already liked her, and I already liked what she was doing, and now I really love her for what she's doing. And I'm like, I'm going to like cheerlead this shit to the finish line. You know what I mean? Like this is
I
it right
appreciate you.
here. It's so beautiful, and I've seen you collaborate with so many people. So you're collaborating with, and I'm gonna let you take it over. You have HPN, Outna, now United Tagato Canada, and you have just been helping everybody.
I don't know about everybody, but I mean, if you ask me, like you have a solid campaign and you got plans, I'm like, absolutely. Like I can come up with merch. Is like you literally these other like HPN for Tigray,
Mm-hmm.
United Tagaru Canada, like they'd already done 90% of the work, right? So it's like if you just need me to like put money towards it, absolutely, can do that.
Mm-hmm. And you do it so beautifully. That's the newest shirt, right? For United Tagato
Yes.
Canada.
Yeah.
Bro,
So can you see it? I don't know.
yes, I can see it. And sis, I was shook.
I'm
I
like, I'm
think I
trying, I'm
messaged.
trying, I'm trying. There
Yes,
we go.
we can see it. I was like, you posted it, and I was like, bro, who are you? Like, I was like, who are you? I was like, bro, just take it. Take my wallet. Take my wallet. I don't care. Like, I be having to pace myself, because every time you drop something, I want it. And I'm just like, sis, relax, relax. So that's all I'm going to be wearing for the rest of my life. Like,
Well, and
Because
I
it's
do
like
feel kind of
everything
bad
you just,
because I
I've
feel like
lost
I'm only, oh, well, I mean, I feel like I'm only like targeting Tagaru, right? So like with this shirt, there's different variations of it because it's like we need our allies more than ever, right? So like if you're watching this and you have friends, you know, like you got black friends, friends in the diaspora that are, like maybe they're like West African or like just in different areas and they just want to support, there's definitely a shirt for them. There's like the chains that have just Black Lives Matter instead of like the continent of Tigray, or not continent of Tigray, you know what I mean? It's a long day. But
country, yeah.
there's just, yeah,
No, but nation shit. I'm calling us a nation. We might as well be a continent. We by ourselves anyways.
you know, that's why it was in my head. But there's just the different variations of it. So for like our Roma allies, they're just different shirts. And then there's also just like the shirts that say, I stand with Tigray. It's a very simple message. If you don't feel comfortable wearing a shirt that says Save Tigray. So I'm trying to like reach the different audiences because it's really like, we can't do this alone. We really need your support. We need our allies. We need, if you have like best friends and friends that are like really down with the cause, like send them over here because we really need their help. And the campaign I'm doing right now with United Tagaru Canada, I hope they're in there. I think they're in there.
Yeah,
Um, Okay,
they
so the
say get
campaign
your
I'm doing with
rep
them,
your set shirts.
yes, I had to name it Rep Your Set. Um, but the campaign with them is really dope. So they already got clearance. So they're working with HPAC, which is the Health Professionals International Canada.
Hmm.
And they already have clearance from the Ethiopian Ministry of Health. So at the end of this month, they're trying to deliver 10 medical kits, and that's going to provide 6,000 medical procedures in Tigray. So they already have the clearance. We're like right there. I believe at this point we're $500 shy of the $10,000 goal. So you guys have already
Okay.
helped us get so far in that goal. So it's like we are almost there. Let's get these medical kits delivered. We really need these medical procedures. Like you guys know, those like hospitals have been completely looted. So if there's anything that we can do to help, I don't see
Yeah.
why not.
That's 6,000 people that get their family member back. You know, that's how I think about it. Like, we're losing so many people. Like, every life that we save is so valuable. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if our family is safe or not. Like, that's six other people that get their mother, brother, sister, grandma, grandpa, whatever back to them. Because, like, they're literally people that are dying unnecessarily. Like, simple procedures that could save their life, insulin that could save their life. Like, you know what I mean? The women who have been abused, like, and that's where me and you connect the most, is like, how do we really protect our women? And like, that was like the one thing I remember. You had the Habesha stuff on your site, but then you had like protect black women and like, you know, those type of merch things too. And I was just like, oh, she's really with it. Like, she's really hip. And I was like, I know that I align with her mentality because like that's what I do too. And it's so important. Like, the women who are being abused right now, they also have internal injuries that, like, when they're not taken care of, become long-term problems. And so, especially if we're thinking about, because everyone likes to talk about repopulate Tigray. How are these women going to repopulate Tigray when their bodies have been the battlefield? You know,
Right.
like, we really got to consider that. So like, you're not just buying a shirt. Like, you can just donate to donate, right? Like, you don't have to be like, you don't have to like be
Yeah,
extra
no,
motivated.
absolutely. If you don't want to buy a shirt, I understand. Some like, you know, $40 is $40. So I understand. But if you want to just go to like United Tagaru Canada, they're pinned. So you can donate directly. Canada Help, I believe, or Canada Health. It's the link is in their bio, but even if it's like $5, like I said, I think when we started the campaign, we were at like 7,000 to the $10,000 goal, and now we're at like 9,500. So it's like we're almost there. We are gonna get these medical kits delivered, and I don't care if it has to come out of my pocket. We're getting these kits delivered.
Say that, you know. And the reason we're saying is like, you can donate, just donate, but also think about like, when you do get these shirts, it also is a conversation starter. Like, it's also another way that you can like walk around and be a constant reminder of what's going on back home, right? Or like, just in general as a human being, what is happening that's getting no coverage, right? Like, we get some coverage, but to the extent of the damage and trauma that's being caused, you would think we would be frontline news every day, you know. And like the fact that we are not, and you know, this, the news cycle runs on 24 hours of trauma, I don't know how they're not talking about Tigray, right? So when we do things that are like fashion forward, where we're using our platforms and we're using every opportunity to like rep Tigray, like I was in the airport today, I have my free Tigray sweater on, I have my junta scarf on, and I was like, you know what time it is when I walk around, like it's nothing but to do it. So I have a different shirt for every day of the week.
The way
Okay, the
I'm
stickers
just
come
like
through.
constantly just, what can I put a sticker on? Because you guys need to know.
I put on everything earlier in the other one before the live got dropped. Eden was like, Ruta's car is the same way because both of our cars are like, I didn't wash my car off after the protest. I still have free Tigray, all of that stuff. And then the other day, my dad was like, I'm gonna go wash your car for you, and I was like, damn it, now I got to do my windows again. But either way, it was just like, I was like, people are like, well, why don't you didn't want to wash it off? I was like, is Tigray free?
Right, right.
I was
Well, it's like,
unaware. I was,
yeah, I mean, I think once you have writing on your car and you're driving it around and like people ask you questions, you see the value in that. It's like, actually, every time I wash my car, I'm gonna put this right back on my car because it's working. People are asking and they're getting that information. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, like, even if you talk to a handful of people in a month, it's like they're probably talking to someone else because they're like, I just had this conversation with this girl and that shit was deep. And like, I think you should know about it. And usually when I talk to people, I try to say, you know, the biggest way you can help is going on Twitter and spreading awareness because we need to get into different groups, into different conversations. And I don't want it to be just we're talking to ourselves and we're staying within our own community and like our own like ecosystem or echo
exactly.
chamber.
Yeah.
That
I'm
was a
with you.
lot.
No, it's like I have been saying this forever, and so it's just like it's so nice. Like I sometimes forget we're on live because we just have these conversations regularly. So I'm just more than like it's just a relief. You know what I mean? Like a relief that there's other people who think this way, that do this work, and like also make it easier for other people to like get involved and like show different ways to support and advocate because at the end of the day, like if you for ending this genocide, I am for you. Like I don't really like ally whatever. Like I need everybody and their mama to care because when I think of numbers like 150,000, I'm like, where's do you know how like that is like stadiums of people. You know what I mean? And we're still like, yeah, like one, we got to be completely free, and then two, we still have a famine. So like I have to like sometimes the weight of the work that we do just kind of comes up. I'm like, okay, like yes, this is merch, this is that, but I kind of wanted that to kind of be a segue to you are the queen of like finding an avenue and a lane and another support and another cause to like champion and like I'm like, damn, who else she collaborating with? What's she coming up with next? Who else is working on a project? And I've just seen your progression. So like that is just like I'm like, wow, like my sis really been doing this. Do you ever just stop and just take that in?
Actually, funny you say that. I do because I do like the meditations, and I had like a recent meditation that was it was really deep, and I was like, I'm really glad that I had this because it was basically talking about how you should appreciate yourself and not look for validation from other people, but like, are you stopping and giving that validation to yourself and just seeing how far that you've come yourself? So I thought that was deep because it's like I feel like a lot of the time you are looking for someone else to like give you a pat on the back, but you could just be that for yourself and you don't necessarily need that from other people.
I love that. I love that for you, sis, and I needed that reminder myself because sometimes I'll be like, why do I do this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why did I start doing this? But it really is just the love of that, and that's something that me and you aligned on. And like, y'all behind the scenes, we'd be like, "Ooh, we could do this too. Oh, we could do this." Between the both of us, like, we're never gonna sleep because we're like, we keep finding like a new project every day. We're like the queen of texting each other. Okay, I don't know when we're gonna get to this, but I thought of this idea, and I just want to write it down now so that we can like go back to it. So y'all don't know, but just keep your eyes out because between her hustle and my hustle, there's gonna be a lot of things happening in the next couple months, in the next year or so. But that also reminds me, you got 50 million jobs.
I mean, I got
Like,
one real job and a
straight up, you
million
have 50
side
million.
jobs. Only one really pays the bills.
Oh man. Well, let me know. Let me know. Tell the
I mean,
people, because you
we can
are
get
making
into
your
that.
hustle.
It's kind of awkward, right? Because it's like I feel like in our community, especially, it's not really something that's talked about, especially as a female. You're kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like seen as taboo or if it's seen as just, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just not appropriate, right? Like it seems like you're bragging to talk about it. But to me, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like, I don't think you guys realize if you have a solid internet connection, there's a million jobs out there for you. Like there's a million people willing to hire you. And you could
Yeah.
have any skill set. So like, and I feel like people are probably gonna watch this and be like, okay, but you can draw, so you could find jobs online. But I'm really
Yeah.
telling you, like, there are so many, like you could be like a translator. Like there's podcasts that want to turn into blogs. So all you have to do is listen to a podcast, write it out, send it to them, and they'll pay you. Um, so I just feel like I want people to explore those options and be able to see what other opportunities there are for themselves because honestly, like working in a 9 to 5 job isn't gonna get you there.
No, for real. It's like you, because you do that. You do. Sorry, my little cousin's trying to grab her charger.
Oh, you're
One
good.
second. Oh, she disappeared. I was trying to give her mine, but that's okay. Basically, you were doing that. You also do like promo events, and like every time I talk to you, you're doing another random
Another job.
job. Yeah, but I'm like, I also, to me it makes sense because we're, I am from that place, the Bay Area that you live in now, and it's the most expensive place to live in. So like
Mm,
us having this like humble culture where we don't talk about ways to make money and to like advance ourselves is really a hindrance on us, right? Like,
hmm.
what do you mean? Do you know like the standard living price of the Bay Area? Are you guys crazy? Do you know how much y'all talking about $15 minimum wage? You need that to just survive in the
Yeah,
city,
I mean,
and like
just to
that's not
like,
even cutting.
you know, put this out there for everyone. Like, you could be in the San Francisco Bay Area and make $100,000, and you'll still be eligible for benefits because that's not enough to survive out here. And I'm not saying that like to be like, this is how much people are living out here and they're still getting like welfare checks, but it is the reality of it.
Yeah,
And I mean, like, I'm very fortunate. My husband and I do have good jobs with benefits, but I don't think that takes away from like me wanting to like do other opportunities outside of work because especially with COVID, like you don't know if your job is guaranteed the next day. So I want to make sure that I have
down
other income
hard.
streams and that I'm continuously learning and like getting other skills and I'm not just settling for, I it's 5 o'clock and I'm logging off now. Like I don't ever want that to be my situation.
Yeah, I think you had said something to me like you was trying to retire at like a crazy young age, and I was like, yeah, me too. Like, I'm not I'm not subscribing to this whole concept of we gotta work till we die. Like, for what? Like, computers
Yeah.
exist. They do half of our jobs for us. Like,
And
why
I think
can't we
we've
just be
talked about
creative?
this. Yeah, and I mean, I've also been on like that I'm going to live in my Jeep and like I just want to like see how that goes because at the end of the day, like
Yes.
who is telling you that you have to work 9 to 5 and you have to make a certain salary and you have to live a certain way? Like, do you honestly want that, or is that just what you've been told and you're just going with it? And
Right.
I think about that a lot.
Because you have like you can do 5 different like side hustles and replace your salary, but you don't have to do them all full time. So like if there's like you have different skill sets, you can totally do that. Like you can do, I think me and you were talking about this, like you can be a virtual assistant, you can do DoorDash, you can do promo events, like you can be a secret shopper, you can be um what are those things called, like Task Rabbit. Like there's so many different ways that you can make money. Like if you got an extra 20 hours in your week where you're, what are you doing, and it's not of use to you, like maybe you're going out to eat all the time or you're doing all these different social events, well, why don't you get 5 or 6 of your friends up together and like, let's go do this promo event together, because then we're each making money, and that's still another way to make money to donate, if you don't need the money for yourself, that's still another way for you to literally like fundraise by actually just doing work. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and
Like,
that's actually like what it is for me at this point, right? Because it's like, obviously we don't have connection right now. I can't speak to my family right now, but eventually, like people in Tigray, they're gonna need money, right? Like they've been in the dark for some time now. So I want to make sure that like I have these other streams of income so I can help them. And it's like this is great because I'm able to like help the organizations, but I also need to just be able to like help in general with like whoever needs money. So I want to make sure that's there. But also, I mean, you don't really need 20 hours a week too. I want to make that clear. Like, for example, like
yeah.
I'm a kombucha brand ambassador for like GT's kombucha, which I drink that. So I felt like, why not take this job and get paid to talk about something I consume anyway? Um, but it's like that is like 3 hours every time I sign up for it. And there's never really any commitment to it. It's kind of like on a weekend when I want to. I'm getting, I get paid to just stand there and talk to people about something that I enjoy anyway. And there's also just, I mean, there's so many out there. I
Not
don't
you
even know where
breaking
to.
up again. Please, internet, don't do this to me.
Okay, what about now? We good? No?
Oh, okay. You broke up for a little bit, but you're back. So
We
I
good?
caught three. Yeah, I think I caught the gist of it though. Like that it doesn't have to be like the biggest commitment in the world. You can really just look into what you're already doing in your life and can you monetize this? I think the question you should always ask right now while we're thinking about fundraising and rebuilding is like, can I monetize what I'm already doing? Because there's probably a way for you to get paid. Like, I'm still trying to, build out that structure for myself. And that's the only reason why I tell people, like, there's literally ways that you can get paid. If 5-year-olds can make millions of dollars on YouTube's playing video games, bro, if you don't turn the
Yeah.
camera on when you're playing this video game and make a YouTube channel, like, listen, if they can do it, you can do it too. And you already gonna play them games anyways, so you might as well get paid for it, you know?
Yeah. No, I think that's a really good point. And honestly, so one of the things that I've learned to monetize is can you hear me now or is it cutting in and out?
I can hear you.
Okay. So, one of the suppliers that I have for the shirts, every time I like interact with someone, they ask for feedback, I always provide feedback. So they eventually reached out to me and said, "Do you want to do testing for us?" And it's like, yeah,
Okay.
you want to pay me, and it's like credits for the shirts that they're going to be giving me anyway. But it's like, yeah, because that's more money that I'm able to donate if you're going to give me that credit, right? So there's always ways. You just got to kind of like reach out for it. I've also, and I think we've talked about this before, but I've done like different like secret shopping or like online shopping experiences where you can literally order something from Amazon because they asked you to order something from Amazon. And then when you get the delivery, you just got to say, how it was, how they delivered it, take pictures of it. And then that delivery is free, but you're also getting paid. Like there are just so many ways. And there's so many like I mean, you can even search on Indeed if you just want to look at remote jobs and like you just want to dedicate 5 hours to it. There's so many jobs, or 5 hours a week, not 5 hours to searching it. But there's just so many opportunities out there. I'm trying to think. There's like remotely.co, flex jobs. There's websites dedicated to just giving you flexible job options to where you can make extra cash on the side. And also, it's like it's not even just about the money. Like I want to just make sure that I'm always getting different skills and that I'm learning new things and I'm not just being stagnant in my career. So I try to like do different remote, side jobs that are related to marketing, but you don't have to do that. There's so many jobs. Like I said, like I even did like eBay quality assurance. And like I was the person that would just buy things off eBay and take pictures of it and send it back to eBay and they pay me. Like it's just that easy. So there's
Yes, I tell
opportunities.
people all the time. Like I remember, like yeah, when I was in undergrad, like my sorority sisters used to do all that stuff. Um, and I remember like the LA, like we had like the LA chapter, and they would be extras on movie sets. Like that's what their chapters would do for fundraisers. Cause like, we have fundraising goals for every quarter, every semester, whatever. And so if you meet like an easy way for those chapters to meet it was to just go be an extra on set. And they'd get paid, like they'd all get paid a certain amount of money for the hours or whatever. Or like if there's a festival that's happening in your town, you can like sign up to be a volunteer, and then we'd get like, you know, because all the Greek orgs, we used to do that because we'd have to get fundraising money up. So we would volunteer for these events. We'd be freaking caterers, whatever they needed, and like each brother or each sister would get a certain amount of money for however many hours they were there, and we would meet our like fundraising goals like really quickly, just because like it multiplies. Like there's 10 of you, you only do like an hour or two, you meet your goal. Like it's really quick. So I tell
Yeah.
people, like, when you're thoroughly motivated, you will find a way.
But I'm like, it's not even hard. Like, you just have to know to search for it. And that's kind of like, if you get anything from this other than like, please support the cause, is like just be open-minded
Yes.
to other ways of getting money, right? Like of other ways that you're able to support your, whether it's your family or support the causes. There are ways out there. And sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. But I mean, there's just, I can't even describe like how many different easy ways there are. Like, and I'll just give you a couple of examples. There are people selling like letters from the Tooth Fairy on Etsy, making a killing. Random as hell, but you can do it, you know? Like, you just got to think outside of the
These
box.
people are creative. The amount of money we will spend on the most ridiculous things.
And
They couldn't just
people will
write the
do
letter
it.
themselves.
Well, I think they wanted it
Bro.
to be like delivered, you know, to their kids from the Tooth Fairy. It's a very cute idea, but I'm just like throwing that out there as like there's
Mhm.
so many opportunities. Like I said, like I've ordered things from Amazon because I've been asked to, and all I had to do was like describe the person who delivered it to me, describe the item that was delivered, got a check. Same thing with eBay. I also really, 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 really want to stress actually, you can do market research because I'm in marketing. I really want to stress this because we don't have Black people in this. So if you're Black, you're going to get market research jobs if you apply. But basically with market research is you can sign up to different platforms. There's trying to think of some names, but they have like some really crazy names. I'll try to like put it in the comments after this. But I have a few, and I always get selected because there's not Black women in their catalog, so I'm always selected. So like one of the things I did is they sent me sunscreen that had already gone through like, you know, the research like process. There's no like chemicals or anything like that, but
Yeah.
they wanted to make sure that the sunscreen would work on darker skin tones.
Okay.
So I used the sunscreen for 3 days, took a picture of it, and then they sent me a check for like $150. Super easy, like non-invasive. I didn't have to take that much time out of my day. So I just want to put that out there because it's like, especially being in marketing, like I've worked for like a Fortune 500 company where they're just like hiring people to go through their phone and use the app and make sure that like they've designed the app in a way that people can go through the flow and it not be confusing, right?
Mhm.
So when I was watching that, it's like, how do people sign up for this? And like, why are we not, right? Like,
Right. Like those what do they call them? They're like control groups or something. So they'll get
focus
like,
groups.
there you go, thank you. Like focus groups. And I remember I was like, how do they select those people too? Like, because it would be, especially they always love women because they know women do most of the shopping in their household, right? So they love to get like focus groups of women to tell them, like, you know, what do they like about their products, especially like for moms with like kids stuff. Like there's always like a niche for these type of things. And they also know that the Black dollar circulates crazy. Like it doesn't
Hmm.
circulate in our community, but it circulates everywhere else. So they're always marketing to us, and it's like, all right, well, let's make that money back, and then let's flip that and send it to somewhere else. Plus, like, you want to give them feedback because if they're making stuff that's geared towards us, we
Right.
really need to let them know. Because I'm tired of looking at the aisles and there's like the mixed chicks section, you know what I mean, where it's like,
Hmm.
or the ethnic section, and I'll be like, that brand
That
don't work
one
for
dusty
nothing.
aisle, yeah.
Always. I'm like, what the hell? We deserve better than this. Like, we
Yeah,
deserve way
no, but
better than this.
really though, and for the sunscreen, I did write back like, this made me ashy. Can you do better? So I didn't think I was gonna get paid, but they came through.
They gotta know because that's a real concern. Like,
Right, but that's what I'm saying. And I'm like, and I know I'm coming at this from like a marketing person, but like I really want us to like explore that because again, like they're not gonna make things better for us if we're not out there giving our opinion. And if they're gonna pay you for your opinion, like please do it.
please, okay, do it for me too, okay? please. Like, I'm really just like, I don't know. I feel like I'll be begging people to just find different ways to be creative. I'm crying. Somebody said the honesty hasn't changed about you. Okay.
That's true. Hey,
No,
Tia.
I swear, I don't think you guys understand. This girl be cracking me the hell up all the time. All the time. It is like the funniest shit for me. But if you guys didn't know, I kind of want to talk a little bit about your anniversary because you came on to celebrate. And I just am saying, like, this has probably been the craziest year of our lives. Like, easily.
The most traumatic, for sure. Yes.
Like, it has been the absolute most. So both of us, I think, started, yeah, well, obviously this is your 1 year anniversary. Mine was just a couple months back. And so I don't think either of us thought this was where we would be right now. Like, in terms of the work we're doing, even like our collaborations behind the scenes that will like eventually one day be public. I don't think so.
What's happening?
Yes. So I wanted to
Did you know about
sure.
this?
Oh yeah, I planned this. What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh, stop.
Yes.
I'm gonna cry.
Did perfect timing. Perfect timing.
I was like, where is Derek going right now? This is so cute. Why do you want me to cry on this live?
Happy 1 year anniversary, babe. I had to make sure.
Thank you.
That's why I was
gosh.
like, if this internet doesn't act right, we're going to fight. We are going to fight.
You're so sweet.
Yes, so while she's reading this card, yes, the flowers are covering your face. So if you want to let a couple fall, go ahead.
Oh, that was strategic, sis. What you mean?
Yes. So those of you who don't know, so me and Melat were I'm telling you, we were already friends before this war, and we talk all the time, constantly. We're working on different projects. I didn't even think you would do a live. So you telling me, oh, sis, can I come on the live? I was like, yeah, whenever you want. She's like, yeah, it's going to be the 1 year anniversary. I said, excuse me? You want to celebrate with me your 1 year anniversary? Of course you can. Like, what the hell? Whatever day, time, I don't care. We will make it happen.
No, this is so sweet. And, it's really hard for us to, like, celebrate anything right now. Again, I don't want to cry.
It's okay.
But I really do appreciate
right back in front of you.
Right.
You can put the flowers right back in front of you. Don't worry, sis.
Yeah, she always has people crying on this podcast.
I just like to show my love out loud. We've had a ridiculous hard year. Some people, like, they might see your work behind, in front of the screen, but they don't realize the amount of time and energy you spend doing this. Also, y'all, she was in the middle of planning her wedding when all of this happened, and I remember there was a time where you were like, I just don't even feel like celebrating. I was like, what are you talking about? This is the one thing that you are not getting married 30 times in your life. Like, okay, we're one and done, all right? God forbid too, but I'm like, nah, the way my life is set up, we're one and done. So I was just like, celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. 1 year through a pandemic, through a freaking genocide, still supporting through your regular job, all your side hustles, constantly putting in the work. I was like, there's no way we're not celebrating her. We have to do it. And you are actually the reason I was able to do this, because I love to give a big reveal. So big fucking kudos to your husband. And I don't know if you know, your brother actually helped me coordinate this.
No, I had no idea. Is he in here?
I won't
say he's on him.
I don't know. I was like, he might be in here, but you guys were so dramatic. So we kept missing each other. I was in the Bay, and we just kind of were like, oh, we'll see each other because we're like right next to each other. And we just kept forgetting about it. And then when the national protest came up, we did this whole big dramatic. I was like, if you leave this protest and I don't see you, I'm going to be so upset. So we had this big dramatic, like, oh my God, I haven't got to see you, like, a moment in the parking lot.
We literally walked towards each other in like slow motion.
We're just like, you're here, you're real. And then I heard a familiar voice, and you said, like, I'm with my brother, but it didn't register. I was like, oh, okay, cool, her brother. I didn't realize I knew your brother. So he came around and he goes, I recognize that voice. I was like, I recognize that voice. And I was like, oh my God. So I was like, what are the odds that I meet both of you separately and love you both separately, you know? So
Our
I
community
hit
is
him up.
strong.
Very. So just so y'all know, I hit him up. Thank you, Izana. I was like, yo, I don't know if your sis told you yet, but she's coming on the show. We're going to celebrate her anniversary. And I would really love to like get her some flowers and surprise her on the show.
You're
And
so sweet. Like, I'm telling you, if you don't have friends like this, guys, I don't know what you're doing.
I've been trying to see you married, but you know, the line I usually give is like, listen, ain't nobody gonna treat you better than me, bro. I was like, your boyfriend gonna have to step his game up. He gonna have to outdo me because I am like the queen of like big like gestures. You know what
I
I
love
mean?
it. I love it. I appreciate it. This is so sweet. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read the card out loud, but it is really sweet. So thank you.
Yes, of course. Yeah, that's for you. That's all for you. I was like, it's okay. I was like, I just want to make sure we get this timing right. So we've been texting on the back end. So
Let
thank
me
you
go behind
very
these flowers real
much.
quick and like fix my face.
So yes, I'm so
Okay,
excited. I
we
think
good.
he's not
We
in
good now.
here. He said congrats. He said
Thank you. Thank
congrats.
you for coordinating this.
Yes, sweetest brother ever. I swear.
I don't
Like
know
I
why
was,
you needed to make me cry on this live, but thanks for that.
I kind of try to throw hints out there without it. I was like, damn, I don't want to give it away, but I was like, you know, what are you doing to celebrate? Because I wanted to see, and you didn't seem like you had big plans, and I was like, no, 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 no,
No, I
we're not
mean,
doing this.
it's just, it's, I appreciate you because we do need to celebrate. I absolutely agree. It is hard, right? Like, it's like you want to be happy about things, and then your mind instantly wanders to everything else, and you're like, okay, that was, that was hard.
Yeah. Yes. And I just remember like I was like through every single thing that has been thrown your way, you have just been taking it like a rock star and like channeling it into your creativity and coming out with more dope projects and collaborations. And instead of stopping, like other people would quit. Other people would quit. But I think that like it just shows the resilience to get to 1 year and to still be going and growing, and like I don't see you stopping anytime soon. So I
Well, I
was
feel
just
like at this point, I'm like, there can't be more trolls. I blocked so many people that at this point, it's got to be smooth sailing, I hope. Like,
I hope so. I listen. I say it, but honestly, like at the end of the day, like we got this, sis. We really do. Like anytime something crazy happens, we just text each other and we laugh it off. And I wanted to show people publicly what it looks like to support each other, like what it looks like when women help each other build, and like what it looks like to really hold down your people without asking for anything in return, you know, because this was your side hustle. This was really your income stream, right? This was your creative like endeavor, and to give it so selflessly to support, you know, people in need, like I just, that's commendable, and I want to make it a habit, and I want to make it a normal thing to celebrate people doing this work, because none of us ask for anything, like we really don't. And so I think the people who don't ask really deserve it the most, you know. And
I
your
don't even have
brother.
anything to say. I don't have words. That's amazing.
No problem. Izana agrees with me. He says, sis, you deserve all of it. So
Listen,
I'm
I
telling
already
you,
like went behind these flowers and cried a couple
I
of times.
know.
Like,
I'm gonna stop. I got you. Don't even worry. I just had to make sure. I said, this Wi-Fi not gonna mess up my shit. We done worked way too hard on this. We worked way too hard to get this shit popping, so we're gonna make it happen. And I'm just in awe of everything you do and everything that we have cooking up, because like I'm telling you, this girl's a creative genius. So I'll be like throwing shit out there. She's like, we could do this, this, and this. I'm like, let's just, okay, cool. Like let's just do it all. Like
no,
let's
but
just
I
do it
mean,
all.
really,
So
because my whole approach is we don't know how to do anything, but also like that's how everyone starts. Like no one starts at 100. Like the first thing that you do is probably going to be trash, and that's okay. And you're just going to keep getting better. But if you never
mhm.
start, it's always going to be trash because you never started.
That part, I'm telling you, I have. I don't know if I have it with me because I didn't unpack my bag. She had the shirt, so I was like, okay, I don't need to bust out all my stickers, you know, because we talked about this the other day. Somebody came up, one of my little cousins, and I hope you watching this, came up on my sticker, and we gonna have some beef when I get home. But it's just one of those things. Like there's never a moment where I can't pull something out that you've done. You know what I mean? That I'm like, yes, this fits the occasion. So I just, you know, that takes a level of creative genius. And the latest shirt, she said, rep your set. She had the grills going, the necklaces. I was like, oui, take all of it. Just take all my money. Like, just take, I swear to my God, if you guys are not on Shop Gonjo, please go on there. If you're not following her, I don't know what you're doing. You're literally sleeping on creative genius. And I'm like, y'all gonna be sad because, like, you know, I got the inside scoop. Y'all gonna be sad if you, like, you miss it, you sleeping on it, and you miss the moments because they are, like, amazing. So, yeah, I had to do that for you. I was like, bro,
Thank you.
you know, she gonna do something. She gonna celebrate some shit. Like, I don't know. We gonna make it.
So I'm gonna make sure you celebrate this.
Yes, I was like, you want to go to dinner? You want, like, I'm over here trying to, like, make suggestions. So that is, I hope y'all are taking notes in the comments. Okay, I really hope y'all taking notes in the comments. So you did amazing. I know the internet kept cutting out on us, so I let it go.
No, I mean this is amazing. Thank you so much. I feel like there should be like a wrap up, but
this is it.
I'm at a loss for words.
I'm leading you right into it. Fable said, facts, half my luggage is filled with Shop Gonjo merch. Listen. Woo, between everybody, I was like, the whole row of shirts that's in my, like, Shanta right now is like all the different, like, brands and all of my different friends who are doing amazing work, and I had my stuff shipped to Seattle, so I have it for the weekend. I was like really serious about this, guys, and this is leading us into the end of the hour because, see, you were hella nervous about coming on and you did the whole thing.
I mean, I was nervous about coming on here and crying or saying something to embarrass myself, but I think, you know, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
This girl, Cece had a question. She said, is there going to be Shop Gonjo merch in Seattle? I don't think you're coming, right? We didn't talk about this.
No, so my plans fell through. So I won't be in Seattle. I'm working on it because I do know, you know, it's like one thing to get it online. It's like a whole other thing, like at a protest, you know, you want to buy merch. I'm working on it. I gotta be better prepared.
Hey, listen, if anybody's in the Bay that is watching this, and doesn't mind bringing some shantas with shirts, whatever you have in inventory, I will volunteer myself to stand at a table and sell the merch for you. If there's, by some miracle, I'm just manifesting this on live, okay?
I appreciate you.
Just in case, if there's anybody coming from the Bay that doesn't mind grabbing the merch, I will personally sell it for you, cash only, or Zelle, Cash App, whatever, and we can make that happen. But we need the community. If the community wants it to happen, then the community is gonna step up and make it happen. So all my Bay homies, if you're watching this, send it to a friend of a friend. And if you're coming for the picnic on Saturday and you want to some merch, I will personally take responsibility for selling it. So,
but I mean, since we're on that subject, and since I'm, you know, again, my plans fell through, so I'm not going to be in Seattle, please support everyone else, because I mean, I feel like it's like a 2-part or like a 3-part thing. You're supporting the merch, so you're supporting the small business, but also you're supporting your own people. And it's like at the same time, you're supporting that person that they're probably making that merch because they need a creative outlet. They like, it feels good to know that you're doing something, even if it's like in your mind, the smallest contribution to this effort. It's like you're doing something. So it's like, please support them. If you see tables or if you see merch being sold, please support them.
Listen, be like me. Be a walking advertisement for your friends. Just be a walking advertisement, because these brands spend so much money on advertising, and like small businesses don't have that budget. You know what I mean? So do yourself a favor. Be free advertisement for all your friends. It's the least you can do. You know what I mean? The least you can do to support. So I'm here for it. I'll volunteer. because then that gives me a reason to do something else besides just sit there. So I'll be trying to get to work when I go to these events. I'll be like, you need a volunteer? What you need help with? Because I feel like I need to be active and participate.
Noted.
You know?
Noted. All right.
So just
I'm about to put you
let
to work
your
the
girl
next
know.
protest.
I'm trying to tell you, I'll be letting people know, like, I'll be there to work. So I was trying to give you some time to pull it back together. Because you already know. Yeah. The end of the show, you did amazing, sis.
Thank you.
You know this question's coming, and I really want you to take it seriously because you already 1 year down. You've gone through all these crazy obstacles, and I'm sure you have a vision for where you're going next. So please let us know, what is it that you want your legacy to be?
Ooh. I mean, I knew the question was coming. It still hits different every time.
I know.
That's a deep question.
I be trying to figure out, what is it about? Is it the way I ask it? Like, I be trying to figure it out. It always hits you guys. So I'm just like,
yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna let you guys figure it out.
Legacy, it would just be like, well, first of all, I hope whoever is watching this live is not only just not inspired, but encouraged to like support these, like, you know, t-shirts, merch for Tigray, or even if you can't do that, donate directly. I hope you got that out of this. But also, I hope that if you're listening to this, you also got the fact that, like, you don't have to speak Tigrinya 100% to be able to help your people, right? Like I grew up in the suburbs of Arizona, like been bouncing around different states. I'm not in the Habesha community like that, or like the Tagaru community like that, I should say. But it's like I still found a lane and I'm still able to help in a way that I am able to, right? So it's like every single person can find a lane and a way to help. So I hope that is a takeaway. I know your question was like a legacy though. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess for me, it would just be to keep, not keep inspiring, but like to inspire another person to be able to do something similar. And it doesn't have to be something similar, like open up a shop, but I hope they're watching this and think like, okay, I've always wanted to do this. And she said it's going to be trash. And she started out and it was trash, and that's okay. So I hope it like encourages someone to really believe in themselves and go for it. And then, I mean, really like my end goal, honestly, when I think about it, is I want to be able to employ people in Tigray, right? So it's like I have merch, I have suppliers, like I said, like they now employ me to do QA testing for them. But I want to start a business back home and to employ people back home, right? So and I really want it to be women, and I really want like not only to employ them, but like have the proceeds go back to giving them kind of like mental health and disability, like the support that they need, because they've been through a lot. And even if it's like maybe like you yourself, if you're in Tigray, haven't went through the trauma, you know someone that has, and that's like a lot too, right? Especially in like when I think of back home, it's like they're like religion plays a huge part, and I like when I watch these interviews, it breaks my heart because these women really blame themselves for what's happened to them, and it just breaks my heart. So I want to help, and I'm gonna cry again.
Okay. No, it's okay.
Okay.
Take the flowers, sis. Listen, I'm glad I gave you a whole prompt. I gave you a whole prompt to use, and
you gave me something to like hide my tears. I appreciate it.
Yes, I be thinking about y'all. Like, I'm not smiling because of what you're saying. I'm smiling because I know you're gonna accomplish it. You know?
Thank you.
Like, yes, you're.
So if anyone has any connections, knows how I can get started on this, like knows, you know, like if you have a connection on like, oh, you can't hear me?
No, I'm saying me, sis.
Oh,
me.
you.
I'm the plug. I'm the plug. I'm literally trying to tell you, like, the reason I can smile and say that I know you're going to get this accomplished because I already know what seeds we're planting behind the scenes. And I know that, like, the seeds that we're planting, the projects that we're working on, the way that we literally spend all of our creativity and our brain wrapped around how do we protect our women, how do we empower our women, how do we help them heal. I know that between the both of us and everybody else that we know that cares about this, we're going to get it accomplished. We're going to get it done here while we can. And once the doors open there, we will make sure that we have mirror programs there as well for the women, and anything that we do here, we will absolutely make sure is available to them. Like,
Right.
so
And like I said, like I can't speak Tigrinya. It's super trash. So I'm gonna need all the help I can get. Because it's like, listen, I like maybe I don't know the culture like that. Maybe I don't know the language like that, but that's still my people, you know? Like I wasn't actually I wasn't born here. I just happened to like, you know, be super Americanized. So it's like I want to go back. I want to create jobs, and I know that I can do that. So that's my goal.
and I'm just here to help you get there, sis. I'm already
We're gonna do it
knowing.
together. What you mean? I'm already recruiting you
Yes,
now.
that's what I'm saying. I'm already saying, like, it makes me feel so good that I can say that with full confidence, that like I I have the ability for us to really make a difference there. And the fact that we're already working together, that we're already aligned on this, that I know you have a proven work ethic. You know what I'm saying? A proven work ethic, a proven dedication, and that your heart is so pure in this effort. Like, that's the only people I can work with, you know, because this is such a sensitive thing for us to work on. When we think about what it means to heal our women, that is extremely sensitive work. You have to have the purest heart in order for them to heal. You have to create the safest space in order for them to heal. You can't just do that with anybody, you know? So I know between all of us, we are gonna get it done. I'm just waiting for I'm just waiting for that door to open. I'm just waiting for that door to open, for them to tell me, like, okay, everybody's safe. We can get into the country without worrying about all these other things, you know? And we're gonna get it done, sis. Watch.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Year
I
two,
can't wait.
year two, we're gonna do another anniversary, like, show something, and we're gonna be talking about our latest project back home. That's what I'm manifesting. And
I
then
love it.
we're gonna be fundraising for that. We're gonna be back home. We're gonna have everything going. We're gonna have an office. I'm manifesting mutual aid programs. I'm manifesting, like, you know, us getting like computers and all the like resources they need so that we can even support them virtually. I'm manifesting like the diaspora being able to easily connect, and yeah, I'm manifesting all of that. Why is okay? Alta Kilty really wants to ask you a question.
Right.
I'm like, okay, Kilt, what is your question? Because I'm gonna rap with my girl, so let us know. He said, "Is this
Right.
a?"
What did you need to ask that like is gonna interrupt this crying session?
I don't
Like,
know.
what is so important?
Come on, Kilt, go ahead and put it in the comments. Go ahead. He's over here. He must. I guarantee he's gonna say a happy anniversary. I guarantee you. Oh my goodness. He said, "Oh my God." He said, "Who inspires you?" Okay, we were giving him a hard time.
Okay, that's a good question. I take back what I said.
Yes.
Who
Sorry,
inspires me?
Kilt.
I
I'll
mean,
apologize to you later.
I would say my parents. And like kind of like going back to what I said, like I wasn't born here. I came here when I was 5. I've seen my parents struggle. I've seen them give up everything we had back home to move here for us. So, I mean, I feel like some people might think that this is kind of like frivolous, right? Like you're playing on
Yeah.
the internet, you have like side jobs that are pretty frivolous, but I'm like, no, my parents came here to give me an opportunity to do whatever I wanted. That means whatever I want, right? So it's like, if that means like, you know, I have like these corporate jobs that I hate, but it's teaching me how to like, you know, understand finance, and that helps the community because whoever I talk to is now able to understand finance in a little bit better way. It's like, that's something. If I'm able to like sell stickers on Etsy and like donate the money, that's that's something, right? So yeah, I would say my parents.
That's a beautiful question. I love that. I really do love that. I mean, we have every opportunity in front of us. We can sit here and feel miserable and feel guilty, and, you know, or we can use the privilege that we have, you know, and we can turn that into a blessing for somebody else. And you do that every single day. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud that I can call you my friend. I'm so proud that I can say I work with you. And now I'm going to cry. So we're going to do I was like, I was doing so well, Kilt. Okay. Like, so, man.
Now I remember
Guy.
she didn't speak English. Like, what you mean?
Oh, he said she came a long way. He went from being nice to trolling you. I just cannot.
Really, it's fine. That's his personality. It's okay.
No. They said, I love watching you grow. We really do love watching you grow. From
Thank you.
our first messages to now, I'm amazed at what a year can do, you know? And it is crazy. He said I was
Listen, next steps, stop the genocide, stop the famine, free Tigray, open Tigray, then we're open for business. Like, you know what I mean?
That's it. Just like that. Boom, boom, bam. We got a roadmap, y'all. So everybody find your lane, find your creativity. And if you didn't already, make sure you go show some love on her page, get a shirt, support one of the many causes. There's plenty to support. Bring your wallet, because you're gonna see one shirt and you're gonna walk out, your cart's gonna have 5, 6, 7 million things. So just bring your wallet,
phone
get
cases.
your orders
I mean, since you give me the time, I might as well.
Listen, I got a new phone and this is a temporary case, so I have to do another order. I gotta put in another order because I was like, oh, I got a new phone now I need a new case. Hey sis, can you make a pop socket? I'm over here asking for shit now.
No, I mean, and I also got people with Androids, like, so you don't care about us. And it's like, I'm working on it. It's a lot. I'm working on it.
You got to figure out how to do that, y'all, and make sure it's good quality. So I'm just manifesting that, because I'm a pop socket queen. So, just in case you felt like making one, just throw, and if you need a test dummy, I got you.
No, that's a good idea. I'm open to all ideas. Hey, if you have ideas, please slide in my DMs. I'm ready to hear them. I don't want to be like a one-woman show anymore.
We gonna manifest a team for you too, because it makes the biggest difference. So add that onto the list. I'm gonna make sure I add that onto the manifestation list. Y'all, thank you for sticking with us. It is Shop Conjo's 1-year anniversary. Your baby is 1 year old. So excited for you. I hope y'all enjoyed Melat. I know y'all finally see the woman behind it all. Yes, enjoy those. You go have all the tears.
Thank you so much. This is so sweet. Thank you again. I'm gonna cry about this off camera, in the privacy of my own home.
No worries. I figured. I was like, I hope I get a little tear. I was like, I hope I get a little tear. But
girl, the way I'm over here crying, I'm just glad I didn't put on like makeup like that for this, because it would have been a mess.
I don't even wear makeup. I don't wear makeup on the show anymore because I'm used to freaking having to do all this. So it is what it is. I love you so much. We're going to talk, I'm sure, soon, because we have too many things to always talk about. So everybody else, make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe, all them good things. If you're not following Uprooted, I don't know what you're doing. If you're not following Shop Conjo, I don't know what you're doing. This is Black Woman Wednesday. This show's, announcement. These shows, I'm finally caught up on my backlog. So by the end of this week, we will have everything on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all them good things. You will be able to get this podcast everywhere and anywhere. So keep an eye out for that. And
share.
Wednesday, everybody. Share it. Yes, share it. I'm telling you, buy your shirt. We need the medical kits to take it out ASAP. So
we're so close. I'm pretty sure at this point we're only $400 away. So we need to deliver those medical kits. We already got clearance. That's hard to get. We need to deliver those medical kits.
By the end of this show, by the end of today, I better hear that they reached their goal, because I know that the Uprooted community is going to support this. So we love you so much. Have a good rest of your night, and I will follow up. I will check in.
Thank you.
All right. Good night, y'all.